name is Lindsay, and today, along with the help of my husband Daniel, we're going to be giving you a full tour of our 1997 American Dream motorhome. It is fully updated, fully renovated, and it looks so awesome inside there. We lived in this motorhome for a full year with our two little kids, exploring the United States, living on the road, and we loved our time on the road. But now that we're no longer living in it, we're looking to downsize, so we are selling it. But that being said, it is ready for you and your family and the many memories and wonderful times you're going to have in it. So Daniel's going to start by going over some of the interior features, and then we'll get into detail about the things we've updated, things that we've made more family friendly, because you really have to spend a little more time thinking about the details when you have two little kids on board with you. That being said, I hope you enjoy the tour, and it looks like Daniel's ready, so let's go from here.
Okay, well, welcome to our RV. One of the things I really like about this RV are the couches. Honestly, they're really nice and soft and very comfortable. This one here is a fold-out one. It folds out into a twin-size mattress. But we have another mattress underneath this couch over here that you can fold out on top of it, and it goes across everything. And it is actually a queen mattress. And it's a lot of space to sleep on. So, in the living room, obviously, we've got lots of nice storage inside of our cupboards here. They're nice and deep, they're big, they're easy to access. All the doors open and close really nicely. We've got another set of doors down this side and
all the way
down. And these are all just basically empty for you to store anything that you want inside of them.
Brand new hardware.
Yep, brand new hardware. We took them all apart and painted them and put new hardware on them when we first moved into the RV. I've gone through all of the lights and put LED lights and everything so that it doesn't use quite as much energy. We've got our two captain's chairs up here in front. They both swivel. This one, the driver's one, was actually my office for the duration of while we lived in the RV, and I just had my screen set up here in front, and I would just pull it out and work from home, I guess.
Yeah. Home on the road. So
that's the living room. We've got our nice kitchen over in this area. We've got plenty of counter space. One of the complaints that lots of people have about RVs is there's not enough counter space to cook on or to repair things on. But in this one, we've got plenty of counter space. You can pull, these things up and you can access the sink, or you can just take them off completely. We just leave them on when we're driving or when it's stored. We've got a nice 3-burner propane stove, an oven so you can bake things in this RV, and we've got a microwave. And this microwave is kind of special. It's actually a microwave and a convection oven at the same time. So you can just throw things in and warm up with the microwave function, or you can use any sort of the extra convection oven settings to be able to do things like toast bread or cook a pizza or things like that. We've got our kitchen here. Everything folds up and moves out of the way so that you can actually get around everyone inside the kitchen. We've got a pretty decent size.
You could also put another bed in there, right?
Yeah, you could put another bed in there.
If you wanted to put a little blow-up mattress or whatever, if you have guests coming to stay, which is really nice.
We've actually slept on this floor before.
Yes, we have.
We've pulled our mattress out and put it down here and slept on it for a few days. Yeah, it worked great.
One thing to talk about the blinds. We just reinstalled brand new.
We just put new blinds
blackout blinds, roller blinds.
And they are very nice.
They are really, really nice.
It makes it really dark in here when you turn off all the lights.
So you can actually have sleep in.
Yeah.
The sun's not waking you up every morning.
Yep.
Yeah. Very nice. Thank you.
Roller blinds.
One thing we really liked about this RV was the open concept. You just kind of walk in, there's lots of space to sit and visit, and lots of open bathrooms. Show us the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not cramped at all like a lot of RVs are.
Yeah, so this is the bathroom area. So we've got our shower here.
Back up.
Oh, okay. We've got our shower here, and it's, I'm a pretty tall guy. I'm 6'2.5", and I've got my shoes on. And it's big enough that I fit in it, and I can still shower and access everything. We've got our little soaps and everything else that we need in here.
Yep. We like to hang our cleaning supplies in there when we're not showering. Yep.
We've obviously got the vanity and the sink and the toilet. Okay.
You guys get a Nice view.
Yeah. And you know, you've got the standard light controls where you can turn everything on and off and things like that. And you can turn the water pump on and off directly here from the bathroom, so you don't have to go and find anything there. And on this side of the wall is the closet.
You want to open it up? It's got tons of space.
So it's got, so this is the main section of the closet where you put all your hanging clothes, and down here below we've also put in some extra shelves for storing other things. While we used it, we had a printer and other large things that we didn't use quite so often, but still used maybe once or twice a month down in here so we could access them. It's got spots for hanging clothes and everything else. I've got a solar charge controller in here that we'll talk about in a little bit. And it also has a bunch of drawers over on this side. So if you're a fan of drawers, there's 4 different drawers over here where you can store anything that you need in there. We've got towels and looks like spare pillows and things in there. And there's some extra shelves up in here.
Yeah, which is really nice for clothes or whatever you need, shoes.
Yep. And after the bathroom is the kids' room. This was the old master bedroom where they had a big, queen size bed that filled up the whole area. We decided we didn't really need that. We needed more of a space where the kids could play and a room to put the kids, because you always need a room where you put the kids so they're out of your hair. So we've got this one back here. It's got a raised floor. If you want to come back in. And we've put down a nice soft carpet with good padding beneath it. These are just those floor tiles that you can get at Home Depot or Lowe's. And
puzzle mats.
Yeah, those little puzzle mats, and they look pretty nice. They're just that little wood floor pattern. And we've got a nice thick rug on top of that. And obviously we've got all the toys and things that the kids used on the road back here.
Yeah.
They love coloring on the chalkboard.
Magnetic chalkboard.
We've got a spot for reading over on this side with their books up in there. And we've got their bunk beds and closet back in here. So we put an IKEA closet back in here for all their hanging clothes with a little drawer at the bottom. There's a little slot on the side where you can store extra stuff. And we've got some drawers over on this side where you can store any sort of clothing.
Yeah, lots of extra space and custom bunk beds that fit.
Yep.
Something special about this flooring is the engine box is in the center, but we have storage all the way around that engine box. So the underneath the whole kids' flooring is access to storage space.
Yeah.
You want to show them one of those?
Yeah, I'll show them one. So that's why we don't have a permanent floor down here.
Give me the puzzle
So that you can access the storage. And instead of having a lever, we just have a big magnet, and there's a flat piece of metal here. You just stick it on, you just pull it up, and you can access the storage that's underneath the floor. And this goes all the way around. So if you want to store seasonal items, this is definitely the way to do it.
Yeah, or big stuff that you don't use that often.
Yeah.
Especially living on the road for a year with our 2 little kids, storage was huge. Just extra people, extra stuff.
Yeah, store your winter clothes.
Yeah, winter clothes, summer clothes. We were all over, so we needed just extra things that maybe you wouldn't go have for just a quick weekend trip.
Yeah.
And
it's
that's
out
not.
of sight, out of
Yeah,
mind.
yeah, and it looks so nice, and the kids loved it. I think this was the smartest thing we did, living in an RV, was turning this bathroom into a kids' room, so then they had their own place to play, and it did give them a spot to hang out while we were cooking, and there really wasn't a lot of room for them to be running around. Sorry, I keep cutting off your head. No, we loved it. We loved our time in this RV. It's very nice. We've updated the whole inside. This paint and all the wainscoting accents are all brand new. We updated that within this last year. So it looks really good. Okay.
Yeah. One of the more better changes that we did
is
we used to have a washing machine down in this area, but you really could only use it when you were parked at an RV park because it used so much water. I think it was a lot.
It was.
But we switched it out for an actual dishwasher. So this is our dishwasher that we used while we were on the road. It only uses what was it? It was under a gallon of water to do a single load.
Which is huge.
Yeah, which is amazing. In an RV, you're always strapped for water.
Especially if you're dry camping on BML land if you're at an RV park, no big deal. But we did a lot of camping where we weren't hooked up to anything.
Yeah.
So Daniel installed solar panels, so we always had power.
Yeah.
And then with a dishwasher that uses hardly any water, we also were able to conserve our water while being able to camp away from everyone else.
And we didn't have to wash our dishes by hand.
Yes, yeah, that only lasted a month and we were done with that.
Yeah. So one of the major changes that I did to this RV is we installed solar panels on the roof. There are 6 100-watt solar panels on the roof, and they actually run down into the closet here. And we saw the solar charge controller earlier. I actually ended up replacing the charge controller just like a little bit ago with a newer one. And it actually hooks up to the batteries. It's got some cables that run down to the batteries of the RV. And I installed new batteries in the RV when we bought it. It had old lead acid batteries, and lead acid batteries tend to wear out really quick. So I actually went and got some lithium ion batteries, lithium ion phosphate batteries to install in it. And it stores about 4.2 kilowatts of power, 4.2 kilowatt hours of power. And that means you can, off battery power, you can run the microwave for 4 hours straight, and you'd still have a little bit of power left.
Which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, which is pretty awesome. You can cook your Thanksgiving turkey dinner in your microwave if you really wanted to with solar panels.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the solar panels are enough to charge the batteries every day. So if you drain the batteries completely in one day, they'll be charged if you let it sit out in the sun for another day. But honestly, we never really got to that point.
Yeah.
Between the LED light upgrades that I did and just being a little conscientious of what we were doing, we never really dropped the batteries more than say 20-30% in a day, because we continually had power from the solar panels, and that was continually charging the batteries. So even the stuff that we were using, it wasn't enough to drain the batteries. So they're basically brand new.
Yeah, they're in good shape.
Yeah.
Plus the 100-gallon water tank.
Yeah, the 100 gallons of
So you have
water.
a lot of water to live off of, at least for a couple weeks if you're really strict on your water usage.
Yeah, probably 1 week if you're not being super strict, and you could probably stretch it out a little bit longer if you try really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's our RV. Is there anything else, Lindsay, you wanted to show anyone?
You talked about the roof. Just coated the roof.
That's true. We've done a few fix-ups to the RV. What's that?
Let's go sit down on the couch. We'll come back out in here. We'll tell you more about it. A cozy living room.
Yeah, so there's a few things that we fixed up on the RV recently. About a month ago, I went up on the roof and I cleaned it off completely, got all the dirt off of it, and recoated it. So it's basically a brand new roof right now. Went and replaced a bunch of caulking in case any of it was worn out. While we've owned the RV, we've replaced the motors for both of the heaters for the RV. So it's got forced air vents in the floor, so the heaters connect up to that, and we replaced both the motors for those. I've replaced the solenoids for the gas water heater. There've been a couple little fix-ups that I've done. So there's anything that was broken I've already replaced, and it's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, it looks so good too.
Yeah.
One other thing, there is a ton of storage under the RV.
That's true.
So we will show you the storage under the RV as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's go check it out.
back out.
And
Let's get it on the inside.
And it is a little loud outside because we're next to a go-kart track, so
Yeah,
bear
so
with
excuse
us.
the noise.
So we'll just show you this side. So it's got all these big doors that open up down the whole side of it.
Yes.
We're currently storing our camping
Yeah, we've got
supplies
camping
in
stuff here. Camp chairs.
But these are easily like a 3-foot tall storage bin, 4 foot wide, and this one goes all the way. Is it this one that goes all the way?
It's the next one that goes all the way
next
through.
one?
Yeah, one of these goes across the whole bottom of the RV.
No, it's this one.
Okay.
They go all the way across the RV, so they're just completely open and everything. It's a ton of storage.
Yeah,
We stored a lot of stuff while we were on the road.
We did.
We had bikes under here.
I feel like as we the more we spent on the road, we realized the less we needed, and slowly we ended up putting more and more into storage. It's really amazing how little you can actually live off of.
Yeah. And a couple other things about the RV. We do have,
That's bright.
there are awnings on the side of the RV. We can't put them down because obviously we're in storage.
Yes.
But this awning is fairly large and it covers the whole kitchen area. There's one over each bedroom and there's one on the window on the other side. And when we were boondocking or anything like that, we would pull these out, stretch them out, and shade the whole side of the RV, and it was a really nice area to hang out.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, great awnings. Sorry, the cars are driving right by.
Yeah.
So really good awnings on both sides. Lots of shade, lots of outdoor shade.
Yep.
I think
Okay.
that's everything.
Yeah, I think that's everything
Yeah,
too.
I will go right through the RV again so you guys can see some more detailed shots, and we'll go from there. So again, and this passenger chair is super comfortable. This whole part comes out so you have a really nice footrest, and it lays back. So I spent many RV trip taking a nap on this chair when my kids weren't crying. This couch does have seat belts installed on both sides, which is great for kids with car seats, or just, you know, kids that can sit in regular seat belts. I'll take you on a tour of the details again one more time, and then we'll show you how this bed works. But we loved that our bed folded away every day, that it wasn't in the way, and it was still very comfortable. We slept
Yes.
great. All right, so a few more details again. Don't forget all the storage along the sides. Again, this is just a folding table and chairs. You can store it in the shower or in the closet when you're driving, so it doesn't fly all over the kitchen. And then it gives you a whole lot more space in the kitchen area. One thing we forgot to show you guys is the fridge. It's a fridge and freezer, and there is quite a bit of room in there too. This is the whole freezer space, which is very nice. Closet, bathroom. Maybe you wanted a little detail of the shower. That was one thing we didn't get one of. Pretty spacious for an RV shower. And then our very, very favorite part is the kids' room. And like I said, they loved their own personal space in here, and we loved it too. Magnetic chalkboard, just lots of fun. And then kind of a reading nook. Of course, you could store anything you wanted in there. So should we show them the bed quick?
Yeah.
All right, so this is how Daniel and I would sleep every night. Oh, by the way, there are pocket doors. I think this is locked. There we go. There's pocket doors that close off the kids' bedroom. See that? And then there's another pocket door that closes off the bathroom. So after your kids are in bed and you want to hang out, watch a movie, whatever, or entertain guests, there's two sets of doors in between you and them, so it stays really quiet back there. They can sleep good, and you can have a lot of fun up here still.
Yeah.
So, all right, now we'll show you the bed.
Okay. So like we mentioned before, we've got a tri-fold mattress and a bed on this side.
Yes, there's a big empty space underneath this couch.
Yeah.
And this was our nightly routine.
Oh yeah, we got pretty good at this.
Yeah, we did. And then we would just put sheets on this mattress, and we'd be set to go.
Yeah, and honestly, if you don't need a full queen, I mean, you can just fold the couch out.
Yeah, Daniel's really tall, so this is why we had to do this. Otherwise, you could just sleep on the couch just like this.
Yeah.
Long ways. But we'd sleep on it this way. Horizontally. Sure. Yeah, you get the cushions out of the way. You can stick them down there.
There you go. And you just fold the mattress out.
Put your sheets on it.
Hook it in. And you're good.
And if you're
like I mentioned, I'm
extremely
6'2",
tall,
and there is plenty of room for me.
yes. And it was large. I felt like we had lots of room. We
Yeah.
slept good.
And we put stuff on the counter and on the
Yeah, all our nighttime things.
all nighttime
Alarm
stuff.
clocks, whatever.
Yep.
Thank you. And just fold it up, stick it back under. Yeah, it's really simple to use. Here, I'll come. And this has, here, will you lay it across this one too so they can get an idea? Lay across this way. So if you're not 6'2", You probably could lay on this without your feet sticking off of it. I can fit on it just fine.
I don't.
Daniel does not. So.
Yeah, but there's plenty of room for 2 people if you aren't 6'2".
Yes.
Yeah, you just fold that back up. Put that over. Pop these on top.
And this couch is bolted into the floor, and that's why it was safe for seat belts.
Yeah.
So your kids or whoever's sitting there is not going anywhere.
Yeah, and it's
an
like
accident.
bolted through steel plates in the floor.
Yes.
It's not going to come out.
All right. Anything else you can think of? Oh, we do have Bluetooth hooked up in the RV,
Yeah.
which is really fun. There's Bluetooth speakers up front. It hooks up to your phone or whatever you need. So there were several times we had late night dance parties with our kids, and probably our RV neighbors didn't appreciate it, but
Probably not.
it was fun. You know, just good memories. One of my favorite memories of living in the RV was these windows open up all the way, and then the screens can open up all the way. So Daniel and I would lay here in bed, and he has these really nice binoculars, and we would lay up and lay out the window and do some stargazing, just straight out our windows. Oh yeah, I'll show them. Nice. Yeah, it was really fun. Just like some sweet memories like that. Some special little things that we enjoyed doing on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for joining us.
That's our RV.
That's our RV. We love it. We hope you will love it too. Like I said, we're no longer living in it, so we didn't feel like we needed something this giant. But besides that, we would keep it forever.
Yep.
All right. Thank you. See ya.
Bye.